people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the best damn wrestling podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, let me introduce to you Senor Fuego himself, the king of the kitchen, the sultan of spices, the one and only Chef Showtime. What's happening, Chef?
What's good? What's good? How you guys doing?
Oh man, we good, brother. Hey, listen, I heard you just went to the Foodie Land Festival, man. Tell us a little bit about that.
It, it was unique. They had a lot of squid and seafood from like food from Japan and stuff like that there, and all the plates was like it was a plate for wings, like 6 wings and fries, for like $20.
Yeah,
But it
I'm
was
good on that. Yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, I ain't missed nothing. I ain't missed nothing at all. Good to have you on the show, Chef. Next, we have the villain of the best damn wrestling podcast, the Don of the best damn wrestling podcast. We call him the genie. He's Beyonce's real baby daddy, the one and only LP. What's that?
What's going on? What's going on, man? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody.
Oh man, it's good to have you on the show, Pete. Hey, we know you got some shit to talk today, sir.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I can't wait.
Oh man, LPZ in the place to beezy. Next we have the green-eyed bandit. On a dark night in a dark alley, he can either save your life or beat you up in front of your girl. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your ass, Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
You know what? Every time you come on the show and we have a guest and you talk about how animated you're gonna be, that shit gets hilarious more and more and more. And let's take a second to recognize that we have the whole crew here today. It's been a long time, y'all. I miss y'all guys. No Diddy. Miss you guys. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Oh man, we're gonna get to that in a second. Man, we wrestling fans, we got to talk about it. You already know what it is.
All right. Well, before we get started, we do have to take a moment because we do more than just wrestling, and we do more than just talk shit. We do recognize when certain things happen in this planet because we are one. What's the word I want to say? We are one species. Yeah, we are one, and there's been a couple of tragedies with these bridges. One in Baltimore, one in Ohio, and another one in Idaho. I want to say. Yeah, it was a bridge that got washed out by water, some kind of flooding, and it actually knocked out the entire bridge. So we want to take a moment real quick to recognize all who has been affected by these tragedies and those who have lost their lives due to this. So we want to take a couple seconds and recognize all these souls and lives.
All right. Rest in peace to anyone who was lost their life due to these bridge collapsings. Man, it was a hard sight to see when the carrier boat crashed into the bridge. Man, that was heartbreaking to see. For a lot of people, that is the ultimate fear unlocked, to be on the bridge and the bridge fall. I'm gonna be honest with you, boy. That is like one of my top fears, boy, to be on the bridge and that just fall. When you can't do nothing, what you gonna do?
Yeah, can't do nothing. Mine has always been like Godzilla just appearing out of nowhere and taking out a bridge. You never thought of a boat. I always thought Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah, that would freak me out too, man. Well, luckily we gonna talk to a man who has no fears. LPV, man, listen. I got to go ahead and get into it, man, because you had a little rant on social media, and I just think it's only fair for the fans to hear your point of view. So I'm gonna do it like old school. We're gonna make this a tough talk. Beautiful people, we got the one and the only LP that's about to grace your ears. Please prepare yourself for LP's Tough Talk.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the resident villain of the best damn wrestling podcast. I'm gonna make this sweet and I'm gonna make this short. Whether you agree or disagree, The Rock turning the heel was the best thing that could have happened to this WrestleMania. And let me tell you why. If you look at everything that's transpired recently, if you take The Rock out of the equation, it would be pretty damn boring. To be perfectly honest, Cody is pretty damn boring. Roman is pretty damn boring. They are saying the same stuff over and over and over. Without The Rock being inserted like he is currently is, we would not have anything to look forward to. Don't get me wrong. It's still not a lot to look forward to right now. For them saying this is going to be the best WrestleMania ever, it's not looking that way right now because I'm only interested in one thing, and that's night 2. We pretty much know how night 1's going to go. I think we pretty much assume how night 1's going to go. We could be wrong. But, like, after Monday night, how does Cody come back from that beatdown that The Rock gave him? Like, damn. Like, the final, this version of The Rock is one of the best Rocks I've ever seen. Like, this is way better than, Holly Rock was funny, but Holly Rock was like the typical heel. He'll run and, you know, this Rock right here, whatever, the final boss Rock, yo, this dude is killing it. I really thought at first that Rock was going to make Roman lose. And then, you know, when he does that, he'll become a face. And then they can finally do Roman versus Rock. But after that, after the way he beat Cody down, smeared blood on his belt, talked about his mama, if they tried to say this was a plan and they worked together for this all along, it's going to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, there's no way that the theory that I thought was going to happen, which I thought was a pretty good theory. I was like, The Rock's getting booed, The Rock betrays Roman, people going to cheer The Rock again, and then they can go from there. But I don't know how you come back from this, like the way he just did Cody. And then Cody, since this stuff been going on, Cody's been crying in the ring. His promos, he's saying the same stuff. Even Roman called him out on it. You're saying the same stuff, and then you just get beat down. Like, get the hell beat out of you. Like, where was your help? Like, I don't know how Roman's going to come back from this, but I'm telling you guys, if it was not for The Rock, this feud, this match would have zero build up or zero excitement other than finishing the story with, how many times can y'all say that mess? The Rock saved this WrestleMania. The Rock is currently saving Monday night and Thursday night. Like, when he's not on now, it's like, last Friday, not Thursday night, Lord, I don't went back in time. Friday night. And a good example of that is on Friday night, right? When The Rock wasn't there and it was just Roman and Cody. Let's be honest. How excited were you about that meetup? Like, that nothing, even that ending was like, okay, like nothing is going on with that. So I say all of that to say this. The Rock has saved this year's WrestleMania. You can love it, hate it, call you what you want. But the final boss Rock has saved WrestleMania. Just my opinion. You can comment, talk your trash, disagree, agree. Let me hear what y'all got to say.
Oh man, LP, do you still stand by that statement?
Oh yeah, I pretty much stand by it. You know, I'm ready to argue with anybody who don't. I know we got a couple of Roman lovers in there, so anybody who want the smoke, light it up.
Oh man, well, hey, let me get Chef's opinion on that whole thing. Do you agree with LP that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is saving WrestleMania for the fans.
Not really. It's gonna make it boring.
Here, look at this guy. This guy.
So you think that The Rock is making the show at WrestleMania boring?
Yeah, because you already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna switch up on Roman. You already know the story. It's not gonna change.
Oh man, LP was saying that it was going to change, man. That he think that uh, The Rock is going to stay down on night one.
The Rock is the Rock is going to lose the match between The Rock and Roman Reigns against Cody and Seth. They're gonna lose that. Then Rock gonna switch up on him in match two.
They
Mm.
they gonna lose that match because of Seth. Seth is gonna betray Cody.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think if Seth and Cody does win, I think Roman takes the pin in that situation, or maybe a DQ because they haven't even said anything as far as stipulation. So it may be a DQ type of situation. Roman loses at night two, which causes Rock to turn on Roman after the fact because he's gonna put it out there as if I'm the final boss. I did all this for you. I did all this build up. I acknowledged you. I gave you all this power, and you still failed. So now you got to answer to me because you may be the tribal chief, but I'm the final boss. And I think that's what all this is playing up to is that Barack is letting him know, yeah, you might be the one walking around talking about you the head of the table, but let's not forget you wouldn't have a table to sit at if I didn't fucking build the kitchen for you to go in and eat. I ain't buy the ingredients of the food that you eating. You know what I'm saying? So I think The Rock is going to watch what happens, and he's going to turn on Roman after the fact. Because let's not forget, Monday after Raw is always the biggest event. I don't give a damn what you say about WrestleMania. The Monday after Raw is always bigger than WrestleMania because the crowd is riled up. They're ready to go. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. In fact, I don't even know. Is it in Brooklyn this year? Where's Monday after Raw?
It might still be in Philly.
Okay, but if it's still in Philly, then that crowd is going to be riled up and they're going to be crazy. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But everyone's calling this the cinema era. Everything is so cinematic now. So everyone's calling it the cinema era because we went through the Attitude era, then we went through the PG era, and then we went through the whatever era was after that. And now we're going into the cinema era because people are saying it's looking real. What's the movie with LL Cool J? Uh, Gosh, I can't think of it.
You talking
There's
about
LL Cool J and Makai Pfeiffer.
Makai
I mean,
Pfeiffer?
Omar Epps.
Talking about
Deep
deep.
cover.
Huh?
Deep cover.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Listen, I think that The Rock coming back, man, was good for business. I don't think that the WWE or The Rock really counted on the fans turning against Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He has been a beloved figure and babyface for years. And then as soon as he steps back into the WWE ring, the fans started revolting because they felt like Roman versus Rock was a year too late. And I really feel like that. I think that if they would have, should have, could have did it, they should have did it last year. But I mean, establishing this heel Rock character is really good. I know we had talked about it before. How do you feel? How you guys feel about heel Rock? Let me go LP.
I mean, just like I said, this is the best. This is the best thing going right now, to be honest, because what The Rock is doing, The Rock is not going to be the same in the ring. Let's be honest. But this version of The Rock don't have to be the old school Rock. This version of The Rock can be a brawler and more of a power person. He can change his style up a little bit versus, the Samoan superstar that we've seen before. So I think it plays more into The Rock hands because now he's going to come off more of a Stone Cold or more, just like when I watched that Stone Cold Kevin O fight. Like Stone Cold, that was more of a fight. That wasn't, The Rock going to do a little bit of wrestling, but The Rock is just too damn big. He not taking a lot of them damn bumps. So the Rock in bruiser mode is gonna be a totally different Rock. So when people see the fight, they're not gonna be like The Rock. The Rock look washed up like CM Punk be looking. They ain't gonna say the Rock. You know, CM Punk still be trying to do stuff he used to do. They're gonna be like, this was a totally different Rock. I'll be surprised if he don't do nothing but a rock bottom will be the only move he does. Most of it's gonna be pound. What's your girl Sexy Red say? He gonna take on to Pound Town.
No Diddy.
Oh man, that's crazy. Chef, man, how do you feel about this final boss character with The Rock? Mr.
Chef, you on mute.
Everything, how do you feel about this final boss character with The Rock?
Oh, I think we're overlooking the fact that The Rock came from all these different movies, and we have to look at it like that. You know, you can't come back as the Rock that you used to be with all the movies you've done where you're dropping F bombs and you're saying shit and everything. Like he was laying some language down this past Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like the way where he was moving was like how he would move it in the movies. Like if he in Fast and Furious or whatever other hardcore movie where he's actually going out there just saying whatever he wants that's in the script. This Rock is serious. This Rock is serious. I mean, the fact that he's and like a lot of people in wrestling, one thing you don't do. I don't care if it's part of the storyline or we talked about it in the back or whatever. You're not gonna spit at me. That man, toy spit, and all you see is a big loogie sitting on the daggone ground next to Cody's face, and I was like, man, if that would have hit him. Yeah, you better get up and tear his ass up. I don't give a damn. You supposed to be selling. Sell tomorrow. Whoop
Yeah,
his ass.
yeah, it looked a little foamy. He definitely looked dehydrated. He could have drunk some more water. I was looking at the spit. I was like, that spit mighty white. It was crazy. Yeah, he need to drink more water. Uh, Man, listen, I think that whole segment with Rock coming into the ring at the beginning and had a little face down, stare down with Cody Rhodes, and then he walked out the ring, and everybody thought that the Rock was kind of wasting time, which he did. I think that every time the Rock has been on TV, he has wasted TV time of other wrestlers. I would say that 100% because all the matches, for some reason, get cut or they speed up or stuff, just changes. But to be honest with you, The Rock is what's best for TV, what's best for the ratings. And, with The Rock being involved, he has drowned out a little bit the noise of the whole Vince McMahon scandal. And it was one of those things where, in case of emergency, bring out John Cena. In case of emergency, bring out The Rock. In case of emergency, bring out The Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? You have those guys who can come in and really take the focus off of all of the scandals and things that's still going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
And your boy CM Punk almost brought it back up. He almost brought it back up when he was talking to Drew McIntyre. He's like, "Oh, you the chosen one? Who said you were the chosen one? Say his name. Dad, I dare you. Say his name." And I was like, man, if he say his name, I'm gonna walk out. Like that right there was antagonizing to the fullest. Because I was like, man, listen, that's CM Punk of the original. Okay, that man was out there just hitting pipe bombs.
Yeah. I like what CM Punk had to say also, man, but I think it's inevitable if The Rock still stays in WWE past SummerSlam, which I'm pretty sure that he might do something. If he does have a one-on-one match, it will be at SummerSlam. I don't see any other platforms where The Rock would have a pay-per-view match other than WrestleMania. And if there was another event that he can have, it would definitely be for SummerSlam. But to be honest with you, I think that this boss figure or this final boss character that The Rock is portraying is probably one of the best characters And a lot of young wrestlers can take notes, man, on how to develop your character and captivate. And not only is he The Rock, because he could have faltered when all the fans started booing him. He could have still tried to do the good guy thing, and the fans would have revolted against him. And I don't think that that's what they wanted going into WrestleMania. Um, it's okay to have a little bit of static. It's okay to have a little bit of uncertainty when it comes to trying to plan an event of this magnitude. And if you're going to say this is going to be the greatest WrestleMania ever, and the last WrestleMania had Stone Cold Steve Austin versus KO, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince were in the ring together. Uh, Pat McAfee had a match, and it was just a lot of stuff in the last WrestleMania, man, that was so great and so game changing for a lot of people. So if you're going to have a WrestleMania, you got to have The Rock in it, and I agree with you, LP. Now, do I think that The Rock is going to go the same way he used to go? No, he at least has on 30, 40 pounds of muscle. Uh, so he will have to change his style. And The Rock never had like a high flying style anyway. He was always a low to the ground, striking, very eccentric moves to sell what he was doing. But he was never a high flyer, and he was never really a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? He was somewhat in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he can still wrestle the same way. He would just have to change it, tweak it just a little bit to make it look good because he is a lot bigger. And I think that the whole flailing that he gave Cody Rhodes, this does this not look like a movie poster? Does this not look like a hot ass album? You know what I'm saying? Does this not look forbidden? The Rock beat the hell out of that boy. And he had Cody bleeding. We all wrestling fans, we know what really happened, but what I'm saying, just the aesthetic and the way that it looked, I thought it was really good and really well done. And The Rock looks very menacing. I'm gonna be honest with you. He looks like a terror. He looks like an absolute terror. Mr. Everything, for Roosevelt, man, you might have to buy a Gucci or a velour or one of them silk shirts. buy some Ray Bans or some Versace shades. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You know
nah,
what I'm
nah.
saying?
I ain't doing that. Don't do that.
You might, you might,
Nah,
you might have to pull a little bit of Rock. The Rock beat ass in the rain. He had sunglasses on and it was dark and he was raining and he was beating somebody ass. The glasses stayed on his face. I ain't never seen nobody get in a fight with glasses on and the glasses still stayed on their face.
and listen. I'm sticking to my Timberlands, bro. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to show up at shows with Timberlands on and kicking people in the face and tell them, I dare you to get up.
Oh man, yeah, you don't want to get a Timberland to the face. That is not fun on any day. Yeah. Man, let's talk about some other stuff that's in the news, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it. But Mercedes Monet has signed with AEW. This was a huge signing by Tony Khan, and we actually thought that she was in talks with WWE. I guess the number wasn't high enough, and she signed with Tony Khan and AEW. Now they're saying that Mercedes Monet pulled out the contract for about $10 million. I'm not sure how true that is or how false that is or if that's an accurate number. But if it is, Tony Khan went deep in that purse and he pulled out Mercedes Monet. Now, a lot of people feel like this isn't really going to move the direction that they wanted to. And I know when Mercedes Monet came in, she said she wants to elevate the women's division globally. You know what I'm saying? And she has the opportunity to really do something if she continues to work with these other companies like AAA and New Japan, what I'm saying, through AEW. She has the opportunity to do some globetrotting. But to be honest with you, if she wanted to really move the women's division forward, I think that she should have took like $5 million of that and spread it to the women that were already on the roster. If you're going to say, I'm doing something for the women, and you know all the women there are underpaid, and they've been busting their ass for years to try to even get a semblance of stardom, and you come in with a $10 million contract, and you saying you here for the women's division, get out of here. I don't hear what you're saying because what you're saying is not true. You 100% did it for the money. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I even applaud you as a woman of color coming in and knowing your worth and then getting paid that. But to say that you're doing it for the women's division and to say you're doing it for the girls in the locker room to elevate the women, I don't believe you. Let me get thoughts from the fellas of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Man, Mr. Everything, do you think that Mercedes Monet will elevate the women's division in AEW to be a real player?
Man, listen, I think Mercedes has shown that she's all about self, bro. She the way she moved, the way she acted, the way she talked, and 10 million, 10 million,
10 million.
10 million, bro. I'm doing whatever you need for a mill. Okay, you know what I'm saying? A million and a lifetime supply of cookies and milk. I'm good. I'm good. Like she's done some really good things in wrestling. Granted, but it was given to her. You know what I'm saying? Like she did some things on the indies for a while, but let's be straight up. You ain't worth no 10 mil. I'm gonna be 100 with you. You ain't worth no 10 mil. You're not really doing nothing. And you going other places and we don't see the work. We see the mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying? You talk, but that's all it is. It means most of it is complaining. You're doing a lot of complaining and oh, I want this, I'm supposed to have that, Man, come on. Come on. I mean, I'm interested to see what she's gonna do, but who's at AEW that she can elevate? Let's talk about that. Who's there that she can really elevate and say, I made this woman look like a star. I helped this woman look like a star. A lot of them either won't look like a star no matter who you put them in the ring with, or has had their stardom and they're just skating by. They're like, I'm getting a paycheck. I don't care.
I think that the only thing that really makes sense where if they build it up correctly, it can really be something palpable to a bloodline storyline is her and Soraya or Paige as she was formerly known. You know what I'm saying? If they build that story up, because apparently she was supposed to have been the one to have injured Paige.
Right.
And so they can build that storyline up and they can really make something great out of it if they put the time, energy, and money into it, because that is your money match in AEW.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, real quick. The way she's been walking around with her attitude, do you really trust her? Like
No,
if I was Soraya, you know what I'm saying? And I know you gave me my neck injury that damn near canceled my career. Like I was done. And you think I'm gonna trust you the way your attitude is? Like now to get in the ring with you? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah. Give me half of that five. Give me half of that 10. We can arm wrestle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That goes back to my point. If you have a contract for $10 million, if you really want to be a stand-up person and say, hey, you know what? I'm already good. I don't need the money. I want the money because I want to feel valuable. Even at $5 million, she's getting paid more than most people at the company. If she would have took that other five and say, hey, spread the other five amongst the women in the locker room, that would not only have respect for everybody in the locker room, she would literally elevate all of the women because they all would get a bonus or a pay up. You know what I'm saying? And then you can, with a tight crew, you can really do damage with a great women's division with Paige, Tony Storm, and Soraya, Tony Storm, and Mercedes Monet at the helm. But I don't see Mercedes Monet as a leader. And I'm just sorry, man. She's selfish to me, bro. I just really, I see it for what it is. She's selfish to me. And I think that
Yeah.
if she really wanted to elevate the women, she could have done it in a different way. I think the only thing she did was take the Sasha Banks character and just throw a different name and some hair paint, and it's the same character. Nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Her promos are still boring. I think the fans, when she first came in, it was a shock, but then all of that's going to die down. I'd say give it about 2 weeks. Ain't nobody going to care. You know what I'm
Because here's the
saying?
thing. You know why they're not going to care? Because nobody's not going to work with her. Nobody's going to do business. You came in and took money. You mean tell me I've been here for X amount of years and the company had all this money and they ain't try to throw no extra on my pocket?
Yeah,
You give it to her, and
yeah.
now you want me to go and do business with her. You want me to job out to her or lose to her? Nah. For what? She got $10 million. What she need to gain in a win? You don't need to win not one match in here. No, come in here and lay down. Come in here, lay down. Don't no, you don't get no title shot. Nah, for what? You got 10 million. Nah, come in here and take this boot. Boot to the face, pin 1, 2, 3, 6 seconds like a Daniel Bryan WrestleMania moment, and go take your ass home. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. The
Who is
company,
the
the
current?
company, the company is shitting on everybody just for her.
Who's the current AEW champion for women? The women's champion.
See, and that's the problem. That's a problem. I don't know. None of us knows.
Oh man, you know what? I really don't. I haven't watched AEW constantly within the last couple of weeks, so I really don't know. Last time I saw it, I
But
think Chris Statlander was champion of
but here's the
something.
thing. Here's the thing.
Tony Storm,
Even
maybe.
if we don't watch the product faithfully, something still comes up in the news. I don't watch the product, but I know Samoa Joe got a championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So something still comes up in the news in some kind of way. Nobody, we don't even know. This is what we do. We report the news. We don't have no knowledge of who the hell the women's champion is. So that's a problem. We're talking about Mercedes Monet and her $10 million, and we don't know who the damn women's champion is.
Yeah, you got
We
a
can we
point.
can name. I can name four, five women on AEW. Soraya, Athena, Willow, Tony Storm, and the chick that used to be at WWE. What was her name?
Ruby
Black.
Soho.
Yeah, Ruby. Yeah, Ruby Soto. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Name another one.
Well, you got Chris Statlander who does pretty well, and I mean they have a roster of really talented women, but they don't have any women stars. And the only real self-made star in AEW on the women's division, and I can say this because she got over super big, was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she's another one.
He
Yes.
was, but I don't think she's been wrestling as of late. Let me hear from LP, man. LPZ, do you think Mercedes Monet earned her $10 million, and do you think that she would elevate the women in AEW?
First of all, if she's getting $10 million, well, we say allegedly, we don't really know. If she's getting $10 million, I ain't mad at her. I mean, come on now, let's keep it real. Why? If she's in the business, that how many wrestlers damn near homeless? How many wrestlers wrestling for years? Look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair is broke as shit. Ric Flair been wrestling his whole entire life, all that jet flying, limousine, all right, all that mess. This man is broke. How many wrestlers in their 80s still wrestling because they ain't got no money? If somebody willing to pay her that bag, I ain't mad at her for getting the bag. To be perfectly honest, like they pay a lot. They overpay a lot of people. Look how much they paid Ronda Rousey when Ronda Rousey come. Did Ronda Rousey really do anything for the women division? Did she really
What
do
happened to
anything?
her?
Yeah, she did
What
actually.
did she do? What did she do for the women
She
division?
was able. Well, Ronda Rousey was able to get the women in the main event of WrestleMania, and that was huge. She did. because it was her, Becky, and
They
Charlotte.
made the main event before she got there.
Well, I'm just saying when she came on, she gave them the extra powder that they needed, the
No,
combustible powder to make that.
in the
Because
Nah.
no,
You
no.
by yourself.
I don't think, and to be honest with you, I know that fans really wanted Becky versus Charlotte at that time. And then, when Ronda Rousey came in, Ronda had to really start from the ground and fight her way up. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's giving stuff, she really had to prove herself to the fans. Whether she did that or not, that was something else. But I don't think if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey, I do not think that the women would have main evented WrestleMania.
Nah, that's
Nah.
cut.
They made an event before she got there.
You
They
should.
already did a main event before she got there. And we didn't want no Ronda, Becky versus Charlotte. We wanted the four horsewomen versus the four horsewomen. That's what we wanted, but we never got it. You know what I'm saying? Ronda didn't. Where's she at now? She went down to the Ring of Honor for what? Uh, and then was gone. Like, what did she do in the Ring of Honor? She didn't do nothing.
What did Brian?
Brian,
What was Ronda's first match?
You said what was wrong? So Ronda Rousey's first match was at WrestleMania with Stephanie McMahon.
You said she had to work herself from the ground up. Her first match was at WrestleMania.
Well, I'm saying once she came in, they knew that the fans were going to revolt against her in a lot of different ways, and so they had this whole thing. And when Ronda came in, Nia Jax was actually the champion. And then I remember they had this whole false fake kind of feeling where Nia Jax was like, "Hey, I want to come to you and give you a title shot," and Ronda was like, "I don't feel like I'm ready. I don't think the fans think I'm ready." And she was like, "No, I want to give you this title shot." So that's the only way they were able to do that because they really wanted her as a champion, and so Nia gave her first title shot within her first 3 months of being in WWE. I want to say it wasn't even that long. It was a couple months, and she had her first title match against Nia Jax.
Who's more popular? Who's more popular in WWE? Ronda or Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha.
So that's what I'm saying. Y'all, I know y'all might be looking at her like she ain't worth it, and y'all might not be feeling her now, and I get it. But y'all can't take away that woman. But y'all said she didn't work hard. I think somebody said that a while ago. That girl been grinding for a long damn time. Like she worked her ass off to get where she was at, and she got to the point where she felt like she deserved more money. You can't knock that because a lot of them wrestlers deserve more money, but they afraid to ask for it because they know they'll
10
get
million
in the third. Huh?
10 million though. 10 million.
I don't know what the average wrestler. How much Charlotte Flair made?
Who? Charlotte Flair? I think she makes what, 2?
They between two and 4. I think Becky was the highest paid at like 4 or 5 million. And Becky even said when Becky got confronted by how much she made, she was like, "Hey, some of us deserve to get paid." You know what I'm saying? I think that, and I'm not mad at what Sasha Banks did. I think that's a power move. Number one, for her to be a woman of color and to make a move like that, I think that's absolutely amazing. But for her to say that she was going to elevate the AEW women's division by taking $10 million away from the roster. And then you got to think about who they were signing at this time. I think they signed Okada and they signed Will Ospreay. I wonder how much they were getting paid. And I don't think that they got 10 million. And
honestly, they're gonna have to get at least close to it because you coming from Japan, you getting taken care of really nice in Japan, which is really ridiculous. America is really ridiculous that we got to go across the country to be appreciated and paid correctly. However, I think that's the mindset of Mercedes Monet. She went across the country. She's like, "Yeah, I'm getting good loot. Okay, if I'm coming back over here, you're not gonna pay me." I get that, but it's a moment of what have you done for me lately? Like, what have you done lately? She hasn't really done anything. LP, she did bust her ass in WWE. She did. But what have you done since WWE? You went over to Japan and you barely did anything.
Hey, but you gotta,
You,
you got some, you know what? Sometimes when you earn your stripes high enough, you don't gotta keep proving yourself. Can you not say that she didn't elevate the women division WWE? She's a
Not
part of
by
the reason
herself.
why she's a reason why it is what it is now. I'm not saying she's a sole reason, but she's one of the reasons. So she's a pillar when it comes to
Right.
WWE. Sasha Banks is a
So the
pillar. So
thing,
you can,
the,
but
so the thing
she got
about
a
her
pillar.
saying she's going to elevate the AEW women's roster, I mean, by yourself, though.
I mean,
Like, come
she's
on.
supposed to, but she's supposed to say that. What she's supposed to say? I ain't gonna do shit over here. She's supposed to say stuff like that. She's supposed
Look,
to.
all I'm saying is she better follow up with it. She better follow up with it. If she don't elevate, if her matches don't look good, her promos don't improve, send her to the gulag. Go back to Japan.
And she might not be making 10 million. That's a rumor. Like, there's a lot of rumors out there. But she probably ain't getting no $10 million because if she was getting 10 million and a man that's a main star ain't getting 10 million, that's a whole nother damn barrel of monkeys. A woman gonna come in and make more than me. So, but let's say she is making 10 million, and let's say she making 10 million for the next couple of years. When Charlotte Flair start negotiating her contract, what Charlotte Flair gonna ask for? That's how you elevate it. That's how you elevate women. Because if I'm getting this, when Bianca's what's the stars? Bianca not Nia Jax, hell no, not that. Rhea getting her contract, Sasha Banks making 10 million. What y'all think y'all about to pay me? That's how you elevate salaries, my friends. Y'all got to look at the bigger picture. Again, it's rumors, but let's say she is making it. That benefits all those women when it comes to those negotiations. Just like in sports, just like with quarterbacks. One quarterback making this or running back. One quarterback making this. Oh, when I get my contract, oh, you're going to pay me this. NBA, same way. Oh, he getting this. Oh, you giving me that. Think about it.
yeah, I can see your point on that, LP. I think that what me and Mr. Everything are saying is that, well, I can't speak for Mr. Everything, but I'm gonna speak to myself. I really feel like that her coming in, number one, she did get the bag. So I'm not mad at her getting the bag. I'm not mad at her elevating women's the way women are looked at as stars because they didn't treat her like she was a woman wrestler coming into the company. They treated her like she was a star coming into the company. You know what I'm saying? And so they had to offset that loss that they had from Jade Cargill. I think that they didn't realize how much of an effect that Jade had on the roster. Because once Jade left the women's division in AEW, the women's division kind of started dwindling. I'm gonna be honest. They've had some great matches since then, but you know what I'm saying? I really don't see. But you're right, LP. This is the way that you elevate the women's division by having a big star come in. But the thing is, if she does not prove her worth to those rabid AEW fans, she will be quickly booed, man. And I don't think that she's going to stay in AEW that long. To be honest with you, she already mentioned that she wants to come back to WWE. She probably didn't say it in those words. She was like, at some point, I think I'll probably go back. She wants to go back. She don't want to be in AEW, but she's in AEW because they paying her bag.
Yeah.
Now she got to pretend like she want to be there, and she got to. But do you know how much work it is to elevate a division of women that nobody knows really, other than the AEW elite fans? Chef, man, how you feel about Mercedes Monet getting that money in AEW?
I'd rather have her at WWE, but she's doing what she's doing. I mean, she's good.
Yeah. Like I said, I salute her. I salute her for what she's done. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that she deserved 10 million? Absolutely. I think that she deserved anything that you asked for, and if that's what you feel like your worth is, that's good. My problem is don't say you're gonna elevate the women's division and don't have a rapport with the women in the locker room. And what I was saying earlier about giving the rest of the locker room 5 million, that's just something to build a rapport with. Because if you are at 10 million a year and you can negotiate a contract where the women on the roster get a pay raise, I think that's true change.
Would you do that on your job? If they call you in
Hell
the
no.
office and they
Hell
say,
no, I would.
okay, man,
No,
okay, same
I'm taking
thing.
that home. But I'm just saying, I ain't trying to elevate nothing
Hey,
but my
it don't
family.
matter. Same thing.
If I
Same
had a
thing.
purpose, if I had a purpose in the cause to do it, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. But to say, hey, I'm going. No, you ask me personally, no, I'm not going to do it. No. But if what I'm saying, what she was saying that she wanted to elevate the women's division, that she wanted to really make a impact and change. Now, having a $10 million contract, that definitely ensures that you are going to be that change maker. But I'm just saying, in general, would I do it? Hell no. But I'm just saying, if she wanted to build rapport with the women's division, she probably should have negotiated for their contracts as well, or did some type of stipend payout with her $5 million to elevate the women in that division. I think that the real ones do that. Would I do it? Hell no. Would you do that, LP? If you wanted to elevate the division, would you give your 5 million of your 10 million to help the cause of the collective?
No, ain't nobody doing that. That's my point. That's why I'm like, I thought that she should have gave it to the rest of the wrestlers. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Hell no.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, I hope to see more from Mercedes Moné, man. I think that she absolutely could help elevate that, but she needs some good dancing partners, and she needs the women to step up. And I'm not sure if the women are going to be willing to work with her as much. I think that we saw her kind of have a little scuffle with some of the top women in the company, which is Chris Statlander. I think that Willow, she had some run-ins with some women, but I don't think it was exciting enough for people to really cause a chatter that they really want. I don't see any dream matches with Mercedes Moné in AEW other than her and Paige, aka Soraya. That's the only real money match that I actually see. But we will see. Speaking of money matches, we got a big one coming up, fellas. I want to get your thoughts on this thing. You got Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight coming up. A lot of people are talking about this fight. Mike Tyson's 58 years old. I think Jake is, I want to say 27, 28. A lot of people are talking about this fight. What does this mean if Jake Paul wins this fight? And what does it say if Mike Tyson loses this fight? Fellas, are you excited to see this one? This is going to be a very interesting brawl. LP, are you excited to see Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul?
Hell no. Hell no. I'm not even gonna watch the fight. I'm gonna watch the highlights of the ending. I'm not feeding into this bullshit. First of all, Mike Tyson loses regardless, and Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever his name, he wins regardless. If Mike Tyson knocks him out, okay, you knocked out a 27-year-old white boy. If Mike Tyson loses, you lost to a 27-year-old white boy. So Mike, only thing Mike got to gain out of this is the bag. We were just talking about money. I get it. My thing is, I know that Mike had recently said that people think he gonna take a dive or whatever because all Jake Paul's fight has been fixed. Every single one of them. Silver, anybody who know boxing that's seen any of his fights know all them guys took dives to get that bag. Those guys made more money than they have ever made in their whole career in that fight. I don't know what Mike Tyson money situation is, but we all know how Don King did him back in the days. So we know he don't have a whole lot like he used to. Whether he's taking the time to do that, I don't know. I don't know what his status is. I'm pretty sure he gonna make a whole lot of damn money off of it. But I'm myself. I'm kind of worried because I just don't want him to take a dive. I don't think he's gonna take a dive, but I just don't want him to. It shouldn't go past one round, and it not one round. If it go past one round, like I said, I'm just gonna watch the highlights. I'm not even feeding in this shit.
Oh man, Chef Showtime, are you excited to see this fight between Jake Logan? Excuse me, not Jake Logan, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Hell no.
Where's the love, fellas?
Cause it's like one. Mike Tyson should knock this dude out first couple seconds. Simple, easy. I mean, if it lasts more than one round, the fight is fixed.
Oh man, when we just saw Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson about what, last year, 2 years ago? That was an interesting bout, and it looked like Roy Jones did his damnedest to avoid Mike Tyson's power. And he survived that whole encounter, and he pretty much said, "Hey man, I was just in there trying to survive." I think that Mike is probably going to take this boy head off, but at the same time, I really feel like Jake is going to shock the world, and he's going to put Mike on his ass. Now whether he knock out Mike Tyson or not, I don't know. But
Jake ain't got no power.
He don't got no
Jake
power.
ain't got no damn power.
Jake, well, whether you think it's fake or not, he been knocking out all his opponents left and right.
They've been
If I sit here, if you've been trained to box and I let you hit me a certain way, you can knock me out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. He can knock you out if you stand there and let him hit you. Get out of here. That boy ain't got no. Now I would give him all the props in the world if they start fighting some real boxers. What happened when he fought that real boxer? He got his ass whooped. He only fought one real boxer, and that real boxer that he fought was a bum. He literally fought Fast Joe from Mike Tyson Punch Out and lost.
Not Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah, nobody gonna try to hype this up. Nobody gonna convince me not otherwise. I mean, any given Sunday, anything will happen. What do you say, Chef?
My bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, it ain't come on, bro. Let's not feed we at the best damn wrestling podcast. I know we like wrestling, we like scripted stuff, but let's not feed into this bull crap, man. I mean, they gonna get a bag. I hope Mike get an equal or more bag because Mike Tyson is the draw, not Jake Paul, not Logan, whatever, not Paul. People are watching for Paul. So Tyson better get majority of that bag or equal to that bag. That's the main thing I want to happen. Because if he don't, he played himself. Because everybody, all this money coming in, they should have did it on pay-per-view. I'm surprised. I would not. That's the fight I would have did on pay-per-view. Not no Netflix, but Netflix probably paid them a hell of a lot of money. So
they give a big bag for Netflix to have it. That's the first big fight that Netflix is actually happening on the network. So I think that's a great way to usher in the new sports division. And that's a whole. I mean, that got TKO all over it. To be honest with you, because once this fight happens, it's going to really usher in a whole new era of sports on Netflix. And I think that WWE is going to be the catalyst for that sports on Netflix thing. So they've already started charging people. They already have a premium package that you have to up. I was trying to watch The Hateful Eight the other day, and they was like, you got to pay more to watch The Hateful. I'm like, man. So they already moved over to a whole new model, a whole new subscription model. But I think that this fight is going to bring in a whole new era of sports on Netflix. And I think that it's going to be great with this fight, and then WWE leading the way for the sports division on Netflix. So I think that's going to be good.
I want to say this real quick before I go. One of the things I think WWE about to do once they get over there on Netflix, just like the Rock band dropping F-bombs and all the other kind of shit. If you want to watch certain levels of Raw, you're gonna pay more money. When it's gonna have more blood. You see they easing into it. You got to pay attention. They easing into the blood. They easing into what everybody's still trying to throw out attitude area. Once that match you pay an X amount and you might see one wrestler, or you pay X amount and you get to see everything that happened on Raw. Watch what I tell you, because then you'll see the full. They ain't gonna be beeping out nothing. It's gonna be the full stuff like that. Rock is setting the tone. The other wrestlers are gonna be the ones to pick it up. It ain't gonna be the Rock, but the Rock know exactly what you doing. You think that man didn't drop an F-bomb and not know what he was saying? The Rock know exactly what he's doing. He's setting up that pay to play that's coming up soon. So get ready for it.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. The Rock gonna play the next Black Panther. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave on that bullshit right there.
Real quick, LP, let the beautiful people know about the fashion show that you got coming up.
It's April 28th at the Durham Armory. It's the Back to the Future Fashion Show. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. Back to the Future Fashion Show. .eventbrite.com. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's gonna be a very fun show. Get your tickets. Doors open at 1. Kids show starts at 2. Main show starts at 3.
All right, man. So y'all go. Make sure y'all go check that out. For LP, he's gonna have that on his page. LP, where can the beautiful people find you?
You can go to my Instagram, One Clip Photography Shoots with an S at the end, and check out everything I got going on right there.
All right. And we do this each and every show, man. Real quick before you leave, can you leave the beautiful people with a final word?
Yeah, no matter what anybody think, get your money.
No matter what anybody think, get your money. That's a great word from the one and only LP. We catch you next week, my friend.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Chef Showtime. Man, what you guys going on and where can the people find you? You can find Chef Showtime on all his platforms at Chef Showtime or Dante Carter on Facebook. My name is Brian Renegade. You can find me on all platforms at Brian Renegade to see what I got going on. If you need some services in marketing or advertising, you can hit me up. Go to www.theheadshotheroes.com. If you need mental health services and you're in Eastern North Carolina, if you just need somebody to talk to, if you have any mental health issues, if you have medication that you need to help be managed, go check out straightwalknc.com. They have licensed professionals to be able to help you with anything that you need, from psychiatrists to therapists to peer support specialists to nurses and people doing medication management. They have everything that you need to be able to get your life back on track, one step at a time. So go check out www.straightwalknc.com. If you want to support a great cause, we support Blue Hearts for Autism. Blue Hearts for Autism helps children and families with autism get resources and assistive technology. So if you want to support a good cause, one of the causes that we here at the show support, you can go to www.blueheartsforautism.com and you can support what they have going on. Donate. You can buy some merch and paraphernalia, or you can just tell people about Blue Hearts for Autism and make a difference in your community. Again, my name is Brian Latterman. You can find me on all platforms at Brian Renegade. I just gave you my government, but it's okay because I got a great last name. And if you want to follow us on social media, you can go to our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook group. You can go over to our Facebook group at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook page also. You can check that out, and that's where we put most of our content on BD Wrestling Podcast. We got an X or Twitter, as it was formerly known, at Best Damn Crew. You can go over to our Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, where we stream some of our episodes. You can also go to our TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Crew, and you can go to our Best Damn Stove, www.bestdamnwrestlingstove.com, and get you some damn merchandise. We got damn shirts, we got damn hoodies, we got damn cups, We got every damn thing that you damn need for your leisure. If you a wrestling fan, go over to Best Damn Wrestling Store. Get you some damn store. Get you some damn stuff from our damn store. Damn it. Say it like that. I got to threaten you. Get you some damn store. I said, get you some damn store. That's right. Get you some damn store. Some stuff from our store. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, man. I can't hold you any longer. Thank you for joining us. If you want to check out everything that we got going on, go to our social medias. If you want to listen to us in Radio Land, thank you. If you're listening to us on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Google Podcasts, I know they're about to do away with Google Podcasts, but if you've been listening to us on Google Podcasts, thank you. All of our platforms, iHeartRadio, you can check us out anytime on Facebook, anytime on Twitter and Instagram. I'll be there. I'll be there. Whenever you need me, we'll be there. This your boy, play partner, Brian Renegade. Thank you for watching us. And go to our best damn store. We will see you next week on the next best damn wrestling podcast. Before I get off, I'm gonna let Mr. Everything some support from our sponsor, and we bid you adieu.
Men who like to keep their morning routine simple will love these Multi For Him gummies, specially formulated with 12 key nutrients designed to support men's daily nutritional needs. Nature-made Multi For Him gummies help support muscle and bone health. It improves your immune health, and it increases your energy metabolism. With the quality you can trust, Nature-made Multi For Him gummies have no artificial flavors, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and is gluten-free. Pharmacists around the world have recommended Nature-Made to be the #1 vitamin and supplement brand. So when you need something that's going to help you get you through the day, when you need something that's going to increase your energy to help you get you through that workout, to make you perform as an elite athlete at the top of your ability, try Nature-Made Multi For Him gummies, because you don't want to stop
to the 12th round.